In August, Alabama's governor, Kay Ivey, admitted to wearing blackface in a skit when she was in college, something she had previously and repeatedly denied. In just about any other state in the country, this would be kind of a big deal. But here, in Alabama, a few lawmakers called for her resignation, other officials said all was forgiven, and the Alabama Democratic Party.
The Alabama Democratic Party.
The Alabama Democratic Party said nothing. When considering how bad off the Alabama Democratic Party is, it's easy to lose it. The party is barely conscious itself. Saying nothing and doing nothing is kind of its thing. Just look at its Twitter account, which has tweeted 3 times this year and not since May. This is free, people. You can do this from the toilet, like this guy. To understand what's wrong with the Alabama Democrats, you have to understand the party's chairwoman, Nancy Worley. Worley is incredibly, unbelievably bad at her job. She had previously served as Alabama's Secretary of State, and in 2012, she pleaded guilty to asking public employees to help her campaign. Alabama Democrats said, "This is the one. This is the one to lead us." And since then, well, here's where things go to pot. In 2014, Worley sent a holiday letter to party leaders. Worley described in some detail how she had gotten stuck on the toilet. I'm good, let's keep going. The internet has been kind of a problem for Alabama Democrats, including a moment earlier this year when Worley let the party's domain registration lapse and someone replaced the party's website with ads for weight loss scams and cheap abortions. Alabama Democrats revolted after Worley and her party ally, Vice Chairman Joe Reed, demanded candidates pay money into something called the Fund to Advance Democracy, a PAC which at the time did not legally exist. When many of those candidates refused, the Alabama Democratic Party sat on more than $750,000 and refused to help them. And Worley is not just the head of the party, she represents a district on the state executive committee. She's registered to vote here in New Hope, Alabama, except this Google map is 2014. This is the same place today, and there ain't a house there anymore. There's just a mailbox with a field behind it. She does still have a trailer on the property, and somewhere hidden in this secret garden, there's even a door. I tried to get close enough to knock, but I don't like snakes. Last year, Alabama Democrats seem to have had enough of Worley, but Worley won re-election for her party office when 142 committee members signed up to vote, but somehow 190 committee members voted. The Democratic National Committee had had enough, and in February, it ordered the Alabama Party to hold new elections. But instead of following the National Party's orders, Worley has paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees fighting the Democratic Party. She's blown off deadlines and accused the DNC of being some sort of cabal of Jim Crow racists, which leads us to August when this happened.
So just get your boots on tops. You're going to need a whole lot of water sprayed on you. Not from those water hoses that we saw in Alabama back in the 60s. But it's because you're going to be burning in hell for taking away people's voting rights. Thank you.
The DNC stripped Worley of her credentials as a national committee member, but it can't remove her from the Alabama Party. Alabama Democrats have until November to qualify delegates for next year's Democratic National Convention, but doesn't have a delegate selection plan approved by the DNC because the DNC says the Alabama Party must fix its bylaws and hold new elections first, which all of this is piling up quick. And the thing that's at stake here is Alabama's participation in the Democratic National Convention in 2020. When Alabama's name is called next year in Milwaukee, will there be anybody? For Reckon, I'm Kyle Whitmire. Thanks for watching.
Oh my God, are you okay?
I had the strangest dream. There was Nancy Worley stuck on a toilet, and there was something about free abortions.
Yeah, that's not a dream, man. That is happening in real life. Dude, you gotta get up. People are starting to ask me if you're sober.